The simplest questions, the simplest things in life are not very often simplistic. Often the very simplest questions actually open the doorway to incredible depth and potential. So here's, this person didn't give their name, so I've been reading Robert Adams, who was a spiritual teacher that passed away. I'm not sure how long ago. I think in the 80s. I could be wrong, but he was an American spiritual teacher. Reading Robert Adams and Nisargadatta, who are saying, I am. That's it. As those of you who've read the great Indian sage's teachings, one of Sargadatta's, well, his main practice that he gave to all of his students was simply to dwell, to abide in the sense, the living sense of I am. And that was really his primary practice. That's what his guru told him to do, and that's what he suggested to almost everybody that came to him, is to dwell in the sense of I am. You could almost also think of it as just dwelling in the sense, the intuitive sense of being. Sometimes that doesn't seem quite specific enough for some people. They kind of like, oh, I don't really know what that means. And as a touch point that can be more easily understood or approached, you could start with your own sense of awareness. Because awareness is one of those things that at any conscious moment it's functioning, it's there. Whether you understand it, whether you believe in it or disbelieve in it or anything, awareness is functioning. It's that which makes the experience of any and every single moment possible, right? If the light of awareness was to turn off, it would be like the light in a room being turned off. Except that when you turn off the light in a room, everything goes black. If you were to turn the light of awareness off, there wouldn't even be black. There wouldn't even be the experience of blank, because there wouldn't be experience. So, and once it's awareness is a fundamental reality. It in the sense that it makes all other perception possible, right? So it's absolutely at the essence of our being. So there's the idea of awareness. You can read about around awareness and get some intellectual understanding. But when someone like Nisargadatta or Robert Adams would suggest to their students to dwell in the sense of I am, I've given that practice to lots of people. I've taught a course right here where that was one of the practices that I suggested, and it's so there's the intellectual understanding of awareness, but to dwell in the sense of it is to dwell in just your intuitive sense of awareness. And to be even more specific, as if that's a little too nebulous to understand, the most specific I can make that is the sense and the feel of what's looking out through your eyes. And the sense of that, the feel of that, the quietness of it, the stillness of it, the expanse of it, the spaciousness of it. It starts out, if you've never done this, your sense of your own awareness is kind of subtle. But as you kind of relax into it, you start to notice it's very quiet. It has a spacious feel to it. It's the space in which all of your thinking, every thought arises within the space of awareness, every feeling, every perception. And of course, every sight and sound and perception and feeling comes and goes within the field of awareness. But awareness itself is always there. It's continuous.